Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm Sarah with Jujube Crafts and More. Thank you so much for stopping by today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if we're old friends, thanks for coming back. I appreciate you all. So today's projects are part of a challenge, but we'll get into that in a few minutes. First, let's craft a project. I'm going to start off with two of these 1.5 inch wood rounds. I picked these up from Amazon, but you can get them pretty much at any craft store. Next, I'm going to take some jute twine. I picked this one up from Walmart. And I'm just going to start in the middle and I'm going to circle it around until I fill in that whole entire wood round or the wood disc. And I'll do that to two of them. Once both wood discs are completely covered in twine, I'm going to just hot glue them together. And this will be the base for our bunny. Next, I'm going to cut two pieces of jute twine, and I am just going to hot glue the ends together. I made sure that they were the same size because I want my bunny ears to be the same, pretty close to the same size. Next, I'm going to take some of this really pretty pink lace and I'm just going to hot glue the twine right onto the lace. After that, I'll use my scissors and I'll just cut around, trimming off any excess lace so that all you see is the lace peeking out from the middle there. And then I'm going to hot glue those little ears to the back of the top round there. After that, I'm going to put a pretty little bow right at her neck. And this sweet, little, easy, simple bunny is completely done. Just going to trim the ends there. Now I wanted my bunnies to be freestanding, so I am going to take a tumbling tower block and I'm going to glue it kind of at an angle so that she sits back just a tiny bit. You can see there, it's kind of at an angle. And here's a look at two of them I finished. I am in love with these. I think they are adorable and I can't wait to put them on my tier tray this season. So like I said, today is a challenge day. This is the Minis Challenge hosted by crafted by Corie. Sorry. Make sure you go check out her channel and there will be a playlist in my description box down below. So go check out the playlist for lots of fun inspiration. So for this next DIY, we're going to take one of these little cars that you can get from the Dollar Tree. They're just the wood do-it-yourself cars that you can find in the toy section. And I just popped off that little head. It's like a little circle piece. I just filled it in with spackle and then I painted the whole thing with Waverly chalk paint in the color ink. So thank you so much for subscribing to my channel if you've subscribed, and if you haven't, I hope that you will go down and hit that red subscribe button. I'm super close to that magical 1,000 subscriber mark where I can open up my community tab and start posting in the other areas. So I'm super excited for that. And so yeah, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to join my YouTube family. And if you feel so inclined, I would love for you to share my channel as well. So getting back to our little car here, I just covered those carrots with some paper and then trimmed them out. And next I'm going to put some of these little, they're little erasers from the Dollar Tree. Their little buddies are so cute. But I'm just going to hot glue those to the little car So it looks like they're driving this big carrot car. That was hilarious, actually. I think it'll look cute on my tier tray. And this little guy, I wanted him to be like the little kid looking out the back window at everybody, you know, that kid. That was my kids, me as a kid. And here's a look at our little carrot car. I think this turned out just adorable. So for our third DIY, we're going to do these little eggs. I found these on eBay, and if I can find the link, I'll link the person, but he just did this, you know, these wood eggs that you could buy. So, and they're smaller than the ones you can get at the Dollar Tree, but the Dollar Tree ones would work fine too. And I just covered them with the antique wax from Waverly. And now I'm just going to use some of this lace ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to put lace around each one of these eggs. Next, I had these stickers from Michael's that were on clearance. I don't even know how long ago, but anyhow, they were fine. So I decided to use them because they were in like these cute spring colors. There was a purple one, a blue one, a pink one, and a yellow one. So I thought that was perfect for spring. So I'm just hot gluing those to the middle there. And then when that was done, I thought they were still a little plain. So I'm going to add one of the flat back pearls from the Dollar Tree stickers there. And then I'm going to add these to a little bit of twine. Now this will hang on my tier tray, so I didn't need them to be spread out too far. And yeah, I just wanted a little tiny garland for my tier tray. And here's a look at how it turned out. I think these are adorable, and I can't wait to put them on my tier tray too. So for our fourth DIY, I'm going to take a stencil that I found at the Dollar Tree, and I am going to stencil on a bird onto one of these 2.5 by 2.5 inch square canvas panels that I picked up at Walmart. They come in a 3-pack, and they're just really super cute little canvas panels. So I had put some 2-way glue on the back of my stencil so that it was a little sticky, like if you let it dry without sticking it to anything, it's like repositionable. So that really is helpful for stencils that don't have the sticky back. You could also buy like a spray adhesive that's repositionable, like pixie spray or something like that. And that works really good for those kinds of stencils as well. Just helps hold them in place while you stencil. And then I'm just using a makeup sponge from the Dollar Tree. That's my favorite way to stencil anything. And I'm just using a custom color that I made with Waverly ink and white paint. So I wanted these to go on my spring tier tray. So I wanted to add some pastel colors to these birds. So I'm just dry brushing on. I'll use Ballet Slipper, which is that one there. And then I'll use some Maze. And this is all the Waverly chalk paints. It's a little maze. And I'm really not, I'm kind of like just brushing my brush off, or, you know, like trying to get as much paint off as I can in between coats, but I'm not cleaning my brush. So if any of the colors were to kind of like spread, that would have been fine with me. So wasn't too concerned about it. And this is the moss. And then the last color I'll go in with is my tried and true agave. And if you'd like to see how all of these projects will look on my tier tray, make sure you follow me on Instagram. So next I cut down some of the small popsicle sticks to 2.5 by 2.5 inches, or like by 2.5 inches. Oh my goodness, I can't think. I cut them to 2.5 inches long, and I am just going to brush the antique wax onto each one of them, and then I'm just going to dry brush them with a little bit of the plaster. After that's complete, I'm just going to frame out these little canvas boards or canvas panels. See, I can't think tonight. It's a little late, if we're being honest. So here's a look at all 4 of them together. I think the colors are so pretty and are just perfect for spring. So these I also wanted to be freestanding, so I'm just going to add a Jenga block to the back of these, just so they can stand up. And here's a look at how they came out all together. I love them. I love birds in the springtime, so I think it's very fitting. So for our 5th and final DIY, I'm going to take these button containers. These are the containers that the buttons came in from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to paint one in the maze and then one in ballet slipper. And I'm going to paint, I painted the lids and these round discs with like a matte silver spray paint, but then I went over them with a metallic paint from Folk Art silver. And then I just found a couple of little round pieces that I wanted to put together to create that old-fashioned like candy jar lid. So once that was complete, this DIY is pretty much done. I am going to create some stands for them. Oh, I did embellish them too. I found these stickers that I had that were from the Dollar Tree. I think they're planner stickers, but the little round ones that were on here fit those side circles perfectly. So I thought it would be cute to just add a little bit more color to them. And they had like sweet treats on them, so I thought that was fun too. So next I wanted to create a little stand for them, because if I don't have them on a stand, they won't show in my tier tray. And these are all from my tier tray this time. So I'm just going to take one of these 1.5 inch rounds, and I'm sorry that I'm out of frame here. I forget that when I'm like trying to do something up close to my eyes, when I'm looking at it up close, that you guys can't see it. So sometimes it's a catch-22 where I'm like trying to see what I'm doing and then you guys can't see what I'm doing. So sorry. But I just glued that to the bottom, and then using one of these wood candle cups from Michael's, I glued that in there, and then glued another one of those discs at the bottom just to give it stability. And I added a little bit of lace to the jars, to the lids there. And I think these are super cute and just like remind me of that old-fashioned candy jar. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you go and check out the playlist and see what all these amazing creators have created for you today. And I hope you have a happy, healthy, and blessed day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!